What is going on, everybody? Steve here, Rake and Profit, and in this video we're going to be sharing with you 25 items for the complete beginner that you can find at thrift stores, garage sales, auctions, all different type of places to sell on eBay. So these items are literally probably...
And Amazon too.
Yeah, Amazon too. 25 of the top products and categories that took us, amongst both of us, 10 years. You've been doing this for what, 3 years or more?
5.
Oh, 5, okay. I didn't realize you was doing it that long. I've been selling on eBay for 7 years. Between us, we've sold hundreds of thousands of dollars on eBay. And essentially what we're gonna do is go through these products so you can go out there, you can learn them, you can make it happen. And I got one of the products around my neck right now. So with that being said, let's get into this video and hopefully this will help you to make some money. So item number one, I might as well just talk about this since it's around my neck, are ties. I love to sell men's ties. Now, this brand right here, it is Salvatore Ferragamo, and if you can't see it in the screen, we'll put some overlays on the video, but this is a great Italian brand. Look for the ones that have crazy prints, crazy colors, but this right here will probably sell for at least $50, and I paid 25 cents for it at a garage sale. What's the next item?
Next item, I pick these up all the time. This is a BRATZ doll, and it's a little 10-inch doll. These always sell very well. I have her up right now she's going rates like 20 bucks right now. She's being bid on. Look for the BRATZ boy dolls, and the African American dolls go for more money because they were less common.
And what do you usually pay for those?
Like pennies, $1. I
Awesome.
pay like $1 for this.
Very, very nice. Next up are board games. Board games are one of the best items that you can flip on eBay and Amazon. I love board games, and I love them if they're brand new sealed. This is a Monopoly, and you might be thinking, this doesn't look that impressive. Like, it probably only sells for 20 bucks. You'd be surprised. Some of these items, they're out of stock. They don't sell them at stores anymore. There's a lot of collectors. I believe this one is selling for over $100, and you could check on Amazon right now. This is Monopoly Empire. So yeah,
brand new sealed. Brand new.
I like the Monopolies that are themed, like an Elvis Monopoly or the Beatles or like a sports team. Stay away from the ones that are like the Monopolies for like the towns or stuff like that. But big money at board games, and make sure that you learn about them.
All right, next we got press steel toy car, 1950s, 1960s by Nylint. This is a Ford Bronco. This one's probably worth about 75 bucks. I paid $2.99 for it. And look out for older vintage pressed steel vehicles, the bigger size, Tonkas, Nylint, stuff like that.
Awesome.
I'm not throwing that one.
Awesome. Okay, the next item you could look out for if you're a beginner eBay seller and even Amazon seller as well are books. Now, I recommend selling books on Amazon, but certain books are going to be restricted. Certain books, they don't let you sell. So where can you sell them? On eBay. Now, this is an example of a book that I found at a garage sale last weekend, and all these items we found for the most part, 90% of them over the last week.
Oh yeah, 7 days.
A couple of these items I just had them in my inventory that I haven't had a chance to list yet on eBay or Amazon. But this is selling for around $50 or $60 used on eBay. It would go for like $80 on Amazon, but I'm restricted. So keep an eye out for textbooks on eBay.
Damn, that's pretty good. Next one, this is the Trivial Pursuit NASCAR. Now this is Steve's item, but I particularly like talking about these old handheld electronic games. Be on the lookout for these, especially if they're brand new sealed. Tiger Electronics, Parker Brothers, those are the two main companies. This one, what do you think this one's going for?
I don't remember, but I think it's selling for at least $40 or more.
Yeah, I would say 30 or 40. Most of these, I've had a couple that I've sold for $80 to $90. So be on the lookout for electronic handheld systems.
Yeah, and that's like on the low end. Some of the poker ones or the Yahtzee. If you get those things new in the box, look them up right now. Hundreds of dollars. Absolutely ridiculous. Next up, keep an eye out for webcams, okay? In particular, I forget what this model is called. It's a Logitech, but it's a certain one. It's the one that all the YouTubers use. I'll have to put a picture on the screen, but keep an eye out for various webcams. Now, what you can do is you can go and you can take a look at the model. A lot of times you can open it up and you can see, oh, okay, this is the model. This is the N44. That's not what this one is. I don't know where it is. I can't believe I can't remember off the top. But this thing right here is worth about $75 used, this webcam right here. Wow. You can find them at thrift stores all the time.
Yeah, I've sold some.
Most Logitechs aren't worth that much money if they're outdated, but there's certain ones. This particular model, it's the 1080p version. For anyone who's a YouTuber out there, you're gonna know what this one's all about, but keep an eye out for those.
Oh yeah. All right, next we're going back into toys, and this right here is a vintage Barbie boat. You can see it says Barbie right there. Be on the lookout. This thing's valued at about 30 to 40 bucks, depending on market condition and everything else like that. Be on the lookout for vintage Barbie vehicles from the 80s specifically, like the Jeeps, the Volkswagen, stuff like that. All of them sell for over 20 to 30 bucks that I've seen. So be on the lookout for that.
Next up, DVDs. I love selling media on Amazon, but certain sellers aren't going to be able to sell DVDs on Amazon if you're not ungated, right? Which means you need wholesale invoices. It's a whole thing. It's pretty simple, but for the new seller, you're probably not going to want to do that. This alone, I actually picked this up at a consignment store. I think I paid around $14. It's brand new. I believe this is selling for over $70 right now on Amazon. On eBay, it's probably around $50. These things don't do as well on eBay. But yeah, this is welcome back, Cotter. Complete series. Look for DVDs, new, sealed.
Box sets are important. When you have an entire TV show in one shot, like that's what you got to look for.
Even used, they do well.
Yeah, those are big. So you might have some lying around.
Yeah, we got 25 to go through, man. Keep going, keep flowing.
Brand new sealed CDs. This is Josh Groban. Got it at Goodwill for $2. What is this going for on Amazon? I forgot.
I think that's going for like 14 bucks or so. It's not a super profitable one. I've sent all my CDs in. I usually get them and I send them in quickly. But you could also sell them on eBay because on Amazon you're going to have to be ungated and have wholesale invoices as well.
Yeah, but keep on the lookout for CDs, like especially sealed. Like
and at garage sales.
Yeah, and you get them for 25 cents, 50 cents.
I just went to a huge flea market. You can pick up boxes of them, 50 or 100. A lot of them are sealed. You could pay $0.25 each. Right? Jeez. Or $1 each at a flea market. So pick those up. Next up, I want to talk about household various items, right? Like the old vintage ones. How would you describe this? You're Italian. I know you got yourself a grandma who's always in the kitchen doing. There's bread makers. There's waffle makers. I believe this is
That's a Pizzelli chef. So if you know what a Pizzelli is, it's a little Italian cookie slash flaky slash pancakey thing. I don't even know how to describe it because I'm not a baker or a chef. But yeah, the old equipment that, especially with molds inside,
the stainless steel ones,
stainless steel. Yeah, these things. My grandma has a couple of them. They're hard to find, and if you need to replace it, it's expensive.
And I'm not an expert with these. Like, I'm not even going to pretend to pronounce this. Maybe you can.
Pizzelli. That's a Pizzelli chef.
But what's this word above it?
Vincentonio.
Yeah. So I'm not an expert when it comes to kitchen stuff, but I know quality when I see it. And what are those pans called? They're like made out of steel. It's called
Griswold.
Griswold.
Cast iron.
Look out for the cast irons. Look out for the strong stuff because guess what? All the new stuff now that they make are cheap crap that breaks. Look out for this stuff.
Vintage kitchenware or machines or whatever.
When I looked this up, this was going for I think over $50, and I paid. Well, I was half off, so I paid $3.50 for that.
Oh, nice.
Keep going.
All right, next up here, we've got one of my favorite things and one of the, I think, easiest things to find, sometimes even your house everywhere, is this is a video game, but this is a Wii Animal Crossing. This one's about 20 to 25 bucks. Nothing special. I spent $1.99 with a 30% off, so I got it for less than $2. Be on the lookout for video games. Wii games, the only thing I suggest for video games is just stay away from sports because most sports aren't worth anything. But anything else you see for video games, look them up, give them a shot.
And anything vintage, any of the N64s, the NES, even the Sega Genesis now. I don't really mess with like the Atari and stuff, but I know there's people who flip those and make money. I just don't know much about it. Just look it up, right? Video games, the thing is there's a lot of competition. So if you don't know what you're doing, a lot of times people are going to beat you to the punch. But anyways, next item up. These can make you a ton of money, right? Ink and toner. Right here we have a Brother TN760 right here. I paid $25 for this, and you might be thinking, you're crazy. Why are you spending $25? Because it's new sealed. These things sell for like 70, 80, 90 bucks new. So a lot of times you can get very, very close to that price. I think this one was selling for like 75 or something. On Amazon, I see you smiling because I know you flipped a lot of ink and stuff, but all those different...
That was the first reselling thing I ever flipped was Brother Ink.
Yeah.
HP and Brother Ink.
Yeah.
First ever thing.
And it sells like hotcakes on eBay because there's people out there, I don't know if they have deals with companies or whatnot, but you can put up like 15 inks. If you price them right, they'll be gone in like minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Minutes.
Yeah.
And there's people with like 100,000 feedback, and all they do is buy and sell ink. Next on up, you want to talk about this puppy? Because I know you flipped a couple of those. That was my find.
Right here, it's kind of hard to see. The image is not super duper clear, but it's a A to Z ozone machine.
It's an ozone generator.
It's an ozone generator A to Z. This is the Aqua 6. It's got 110 volts. These things are good. I've seen a bunch of these out in the wild. People buy them. They don't know how to rig them up. They just donate them. So a lot of times they are new. I have sold the used one before. I'm not sure. Is this one brand new sealed?
Yeah, this is new.
That's new sealed.
Yeah.
So what's this, 100 bucks?
Yeah, give or take. And what you do is you put these in the water, and it moves the water around, and it helps to clean. People use them in pools and stuff. And the reason I want to share this is because any type of pool equipment, all that stuff is very, very, very expensive, right? Any type of that stuff, look it up, okay? So there you go. All right, let me get into...
Puzzles.
Ooh, you want me to get into the puzzles?
Yeah,
Let's do a 2-for-1. Legos, because there's really not much to talk about with Legos. Just buy all Legos.
Legos, buy them all.
Buy all Legos.
Those guys in the front are Duplos.
Where, right here?
Yeah, these guys are Duplos. These are also Legos you should look out for. Look for Legos brand new sealed, big lots. Look for Duplos, anything Lego, just keep your eye out for, look it up. It's one of the hottest toys out there.
Yeah, there's really not much to say. If you can find it, just be careful not to overpay, and be careful if you buy it used. The price is going to be significantly dropped if it's not complete or if there's pieces missing, and you're gonna just have to sell it for parts, or you're gonna have to sell certain pieces. I mean, you're more of an expert with that, but I was at a flea market yesterday, and this guy wanted 80 bucks, and the box, like, it was new sealed, but there were sealed packages missing out of it, so you have to be very careful.
Yeah.
You know, some of the bigger boxes have like 10 seals in it, 10 different like separate, and they're marked like 1, 2, 3, 4. They were missing, and he was like trying to get retail, and I'm like, dude, all this stuff's missing. Anyways, puzzles. Same thing with board games. Look them up, scan them. You'd be surprised. I like to mess with puzzles that are brand new.
Yeah.
Just because if they're used, it takes forever to count them. I've done videos. As a matter of fact, I have a video coming out soon, which is the top 20 puzzles to sell on eBay. So look up my channel. That should be out by the time this video comes out. But yeah, paid $4 for this. This one's going to go on Amazon. I sell a lot of them on Amazon, but they can also sell well on eBay.
Nice, nice. All right, I gotta, back to the toys. You can tell I'm the toy seller because I have all the toys. Right here is, you can't really see it. I'm gonna pull them out for you. It's a bag of horses. And
Horses sell on eBay?
Yeah, these are BREYER horses. These are stablemates. They're minier, smaller
I didn't know they
ones.
came in the small ones. I only see the big ones usually.
And these are very collectible. Right now I have these up there. I'm probably gonna get about 40 to 50 bucks for this entire lot.
Oh my god.
So be out on the lookout for BREYER horses, big, small, medium, large, whatever they are. They're toy animals. That's the company you want to look for. Also Schleck, also Safari Ltd. Look those up. Toy animals do well.
Very cool, very cool.
Collectible.
Nice, nice, nice. Next up, we've got watches. One of the brands that I like to flip in particular is called G-Shock right here, okay? So this one, I think, is selling for around $100.
I've seen, yeah.
Sometimes the batteries will be dead, so you can actually go to the mall if you want to and just pay like $5, $10 to get them replaced.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, if you want to sell it, but a lot of times you could sell them with the battery dead and people will pay for it, so keep an eye out for G-Shock.
Next up, we have the retro gold MIZUNO glove.
Yeah, that's mine. I'm a baseball player, softball player now that I'm older, but I love flipping the gloves. Mizuno, Louisville Slugger does well. I like to stick with Mizunos.
What'd you pay for this one? $4 he paid for this, and this is probably worth what, 40?
Probably not that much, just because
35,
it's a
40.
lefty as well, so it doesn't sell as well. But I like to deal with the catcher's mitts. There's different models in different styles, but this was probably like 30 or so, maybe 40 now because it's, you know, it's the season. But yeah, look up baseball gloves. Look them up. There's a lot of them that don't sell for a lot. But there's also a lot that sells for a lot.
A lot.
A lot of lots. You could sell a lot.
Oh!
Whoa! Did you hit your head on that?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So here we have Power Rangers gun. Okay, it's a Power Rangers gun.
That's not Nerf.
No, it's not a Nerf gun. So be on the lookout for electronic kid toy weapons that make sounds or have lights. Like this one has a trigger, it makes sounds and makes lights. They always do well. This guy right here is a $35 to $40 item. It's a supercharged shooter, and I paid $1.99. So be on the lookout for electronic toy weapons, guns, stuff like that, especially themed.
And do us a favor right now. If you're getting value, you've probably shared like 20 items so far. We're going to share 25. If you found value in this video, do us a big favor and smash that like button below and leave a comment. Let us know. It helps with the algorithm. It helps to get this video out to more and more people. And also, if you guys want to learn about more items to sell, I have tons of videos on my channel. We actually have a bunch of guides that you have created. As you know, he loves toys. We have multiple guides that we've created that will teach you how to buy and sell toys and a ton of different items. So I'll link that all up below. But the next item up, believe it or not, what do you think this is worth? This old kind of beat up
North Face, probably 100.
It's not quite that much.
80.
Yeah, it's around $80. This is the North Face Hot Shot. Now, the vintage backpacks, like the older ones, I'm not an expert.
Yeah, these were made nice.
Yeah,
this is a nice made backpack.
I'm not an expert when it comes to a lot of stuff. Like, I'll be honest with you, but I can tell when something, like, if you see something that looks interesting and it has, like, quality material, especially the older stuff, because now everything that's made is cheap, it breaks, it's not meant to last. These older items from the 90s, early 2000s, they last. This right here, I paid $5 for at a garage sale. It's going for around $80 last time I looked used, okay? So look them up.
Oh, yeah.
North Face backpacks.
All right, here's a category that nobody really touches too much anymore, but there are some things to pick up in this category. And this is a Star Wars Trilogy, the Special Letterbox Collection.
It's a VHS.
A VHS set. So in here, so be on the lookout for special VHSs. See that? Look at that.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I picked this up at a garage sale for $2. And I believe it's selling for 50 to 80, somewhere in there. You guys can help me out and look it up. I forgot what it's selling for. This was at a garage sale I have a new video coming where I think I paid 50 cents for 50 DVDs. So I paid like $25 for like a whole bunch of DVDs, and he's just like $2, and I was like, it looks cool. So anything like this, Star Wars, that's complete, it has everything, the manual, the VHS, like people are willing to pay. People collect this type of stuff. So most VHS isn't gonna make money, but yeah, want to mention that.
For the collector items, look them up, you never know.
And also, this is an item that obviously I didn't buy at a thrift store, but I do want to mention anything Apple, right? The iPods, the ear pods, whatever those things are called, you know, phones, old phones, even phones that are Apple that are busted up and smashed up, people will buy those. I don't know if they buy it for the technology or what. Computers, you know, anything Apple can make you a lot of money. I had this laying around. I'm like, if you ever see those old iPods, pick them up. They're worth really good money.
And then you got the Canon.
Yep, and I have this Canon camera. I used to pick these things up all the time at pawn shops. At thrift stores, you might come across these, the older ones, the Power Shots. Look for the Canon Power Shots. Sometimes you'll find the big DSLRs as well. But the Power Shots are worth good money. These things sell for like 50 to 100 all day long. And
sorry, man.
Vinny is...
I'm just changing real quick into my expensive Knicks jacket.
Look for the old vintage starter jackets.
Look at this. This thing is beautiful.
Yeah, I think this is an Apex 1, I believe.
You see it? Apex 1?
Yeah. This is an old New York Knicks jacket, right? All different types of items sell within the clothing category. You know, I've got tons of guides that I've created about clothes. That's how I started reselling. I was selling $5,000 to $8,000 a month selling clothing only. Clothing there's a lot of clothing that doesn't make a lot of money, but there's also a ton in a section that you can actually crush it on. Yeah, $12.99. I think I paid half off on that as well. I'm pretty sure I did, or 30% off on that. This I think is going to sell for probably like $50 to $70. So yeah, keep an eye out for those vintage jackets. Even the my favorite are the satin jackets, like the New York Yankees, Red Sox.
Starter ones too.
Those things sell like hotcakes.
Be on the lookout for starters.
And then microphones. Keep an eye out for microphones, right? There's all different types of brands, the Bose ones. This is an Audio-Technica. There's tons of brands out there. I've done videos on it, but microphones can make really good money. The thing with electronics and stuff is you got to be careful. If you can't test it very well, some of these thrift stores aren't going to allow you to return it. At garage sales, I'm a little bit more comfortable buying certain electronics because you could talk to them. It's the owner. They're saying, hey, you know, this works fine. Don't worry about it. The same goes with like, you know, like Bose headphones and items like that. You want to test them out. But yeah, those were the 25 items that you should be on the lookout for as a beginner. We didn't even mention shoes, right? We didn't even talk about shoes.
There's so many more.
There's so many more categories, right? Oh wait, where was the, I wanted to share those magazines. Well, anyways, keep an eye out for magazines. I just made a video about this the other day, and what was the magazine I just found that I told you about? Boys
Life.
Yeah, Boys
Vintage
Life.
Boys Life.
And tell them about the Life, we'll put it on the screen, the Boys Life, and also the Life magazine haul that you came across the other day.
Yeah, look out for vintage Life magazines, 40s, 50s, 60s. They're super hot right now. And I think one of the reasons is because they have vintage cigarette and Coca-Cola ads in them. I was doing some research on why they're so expensive. And the vintage ephemera is basically any pieces of paper from before time. It's cool as a piece of history. So look out for certain old magazines.
Yeah, and speaking of Coca-Cola, you know, my grandfather had passed recently, and we went to clean out his house, and you know, they were all getting ready to throw everything away, and I was like, hold up one second. Like, he used to collect a lot of cool bottles and stuff, and I actually gave a whole bunch of them to Vinny, and you're getting ready to sell those, and some of those Coca-Cola bottles are worth a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
Right? So what you can do is instead of, you know, throwing them out, which, you know, my grandfather collected, he loved them. Vinny's going to clean them up. I'm going to clean them up. We're going to put them on eBay and sell them to people who want to, you know, put them in their house and, you know, cherish them for years. So that type of stuff sells well. Old vintage milk cartons.
Yeah, there's
bottles,
there's
not the cartons, the bottles.
There's so many things out there, guys. But like, these are kind of the 25 items that you can find at thrift stores, tag sales, garage sales, online auctions, whatever. And then these are easy, fast sellers that are popular items that you can get rid of.
So with that being said, smash that like button, check out the links below, show some love, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.